Good morning, everybody. I can't believe it that it's already Hanukkah. Christmas is less than a week away. The year is almost over. I don't know where the time goes. And I'm with a very special friend, Tommy Lee, who has a new restaurant. But you all know Tommy from Hop Alley and from Uncle. And now we have Molino Chido. And good morning, Tommy. Thanks for spending some time with me.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, always a pleasure. I don't know. Tell me, because I don't think I've ever really interviewed you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, about Tommy Lee. How did you start? What do you do? Tell me.
I'm a Denver native. Grew up here. I went to Cherry Creek High School.
Oh,
Been here most of my life, other than college, and I lived in Hong Kong for a little bit. I have some family there. But yeah, I went to business school originally, and then got into restaurants, and now we have five restaurants. So it's been a wild ride, but I opened the first one, Uncle Highlands, in 2012. So it's been about
oh,
13
God.
years.
Is it really?
And that's
Little
where I first
place.
that's where I first met you.
I know that. Yes. And it's still there.
It's still there. It's doing okay, but how these days with everything opening up, it's how you can't keep up, and I don't know how you do it. So there's so many restaurants now.
But there are so many older restaurants. We're going to talk about a new one, but there are still so many wonderful restaurants.
Yeah,
Like, to me, Uncle is wonderful.
it's amazing that we've been serving some of the same dishes for that many years, and people still love them. So that's
Me.
pretty cool.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Uncle. And there's now one on Penn as well.
Yep. So we have well, technically three locations. There's one at DIA now,
Oh, okay.
which my partner runs or concessionaire runs. But Uncle at its core is a ramen shop. We do, Japanese soup noodles for the most part. But we also have lots of fun small plates influenced by many different Asian cuisines. Um, and we also, kind of have a fun, lively atmosphere. It's pretty casual. We're kind of your everyday spot. Um, in Japan, ramen shops are kind of like the fast food of the culture there, where they're fast, they're inexpensive, and they're everywhere. So that's kind of our approach. But we are not we're not super traditional, but we take traditional ideas and kind of put our spin on them. But yeah, the location in the Highlands is small, kind of rambunctious and fun. And then the newer location in Wash Park on Pennsylvania Bayard, which is newer. I say newer, but it's been 5 years. It's larger. We have a larger menu. We also have sushi there. But yeah, it's been very interesting. And
Oh,
then the one at the airport was even crazier. I opened that one this past year, and it's in Terminal A West, and that's with Mission Yogurt, the concessionaire
oh,
partner.
I love them.
Yeah,
Rod's amazing.
Rod. Yeah. So we opened that one this summer in May, and that was definitely the hardest restaurant I've ever opened, just, just because it was at the airport. But I think it's doing pretty well now, and that one's a little more focused. It's basically just noodles right now, but we're trying to add onto the menu.
Well, and I love going to the Uncle. I go to Wash Park only because it's closer. But your small plates there are incredible. I mean, I could make a meal on those before I get to the ramen, which is
Yeah.
always fabulous. But okay, so moving on from Uncle, then came Hop Alley.
Yeah, Hop Alley just turned 10,
Oh,
like last week, which is kind of crazy. But Hop Alley is a modern regional Chinese restaurant. That's kind of how we showcase it. But we're in the Rhino district on 35th and Larimer. When we opened 10 years ago, I mean that
You were in.
Rhino really wasn't a thing yet. So we were kind of one of the first people on like a 10 block stretch of Larimer that was a full service restaurant. But the idea there was to take kind of the food that I grew up with that I enjoyed. I'm Chinese. My parents are from Hong Kong originally. Um, and just match it with a modern beverage program, and just same thing, like fun casual atmosphere. But kind of what happened was, thankfully, the same year we opened, 5280 put us on their list as the number one restaurant in Denver and Boulder on their annual top 25 list, which kind of changed our trajectory. Originally, the menu was a little more simple and kind of, you know, not necessarily mom and pop, but it was like more based on, simplicity and a lower price point. And then after that happened, it kind of put us in this category of like finer dining, even though we're not your traditional fine dining restaurant. So the menu kind of moved more into seasonal vegetables, working with more farmers. My chef at the time, Jeff Cox, who's now at Samaro, is an amazing chef, and he kind of put his spin on it of using more local purveyors, bringing in higher end proteins. So now we are like somewhat of a higher price point, and I think people put us on the same stage as like Tavernetta and Sushi Den and like those type places. But we're
But
not.
much more fun.
Yeah, I mean, our whole approach is like fun. Not that those
Yeah,
restaurants are not fun, but
uh, the other restaurants you may name are stuffier and more formal, as opposed to going to Hop Alley with just great spices and great food. I'm trying to tell people I really like Hop Alley better than those. That's very prejudiced, but that's okay because Hop Alley is an experience and just really fun.
yeah, I mean, a lot of our approach with our cuisine is not to hold back with a lot of these flavors because the dishes, we try to hit the points that they're mean to hit in the traditional sense of, if a Szechuan dish is supposed to be spicy and numbing,
And
that's
it is.
yeah, that's how we make it, and that's how it should be. So we don't really hold back. So that's our approach.
No, and it is wonderful. And there's only one of those that I
Correct. Only one location, and
know. Okay.
we'll probably
Now,
never do another.
now in this short interview, we're getting to the new one. To all people, the new one's great. Don't forget Uncle and Hop Alley, though, because sometimes standard local true restaurants, please support them all, including Molino Chido. Okay, now go.
All right.
I adore Uncle and Hop Alley. So
Um, yeah, so Molino Chido is at Stanley Marketplace. I partnered with Chef Michael Diaz de Leon, who won a Michelin star at Bruto a few years back. Um, and it's a taqueria in its element. We make all of our tortillas in house from scratch, using local corn and local flour for the flour tortillas. But the idea was to do, like a simple Mexico City style taqueria. Michael's worked in Mexico City for a little bit. I've been there on vacation before. And we just thought, same thing. Let's do something simple and delicious and fun and approachable. Um, and we opened in middle of November, and we didn't know what to expect. We have never operated a restaurant in Aurora. It's a little different. It's kind of suburbs, but the reception was great. We were super busy, and we originally started as counter service, and then we had to move to full service. You haven't even seen that yet.
well, I walked by, but I haven't been there for that. And I'm not Molino Cheeto was wonderful and is. I love the new menu more because I think it's much more approachable and I think the food is terrific.
Yeah, I mean, we actually, well, so not that I don't like haven't didn't like tacos in the past, but I really got into loving tacos during COVID because when everything was shut down, my wife and I were just, we're like everyone, we're looking for stuff to do. But we just drive up and down Federal and drive to Aurora and just go to like every food truck we could find because that was the one thing that was like semi-normal that you could do outside. Um, and then we went to Mexico City, as well. So I kind of am like obsessed with tacos, even though that's not the cuisine I cook at all. But so seeing Michael and learning from Michael and his approach to all these traditional, authentic dishes has been very cool, and he has his own spin on them. But ultimately, we're trying to be street style taqueria where, you're not necessarily going to see microgreens on our tacos. It's just pretty straightforward, ideally.
And the world of tacos now, like at Molino Chido. I mean, all of you are doing more Mexico City, Oaxacan, incredible. I mean, that's my new latest. I love every bit of it. It's not that Tex-Mex that you always saw in
Yeah,
Denver.
absolutely. Yep.
And you have all sorts of moles, and mole does not just mean dark chocolate sauce.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That is a misconception. But this, I mean, Michael, he started this trend when he was at Bruto, and then now obviously you have uh, Johnny Curiel and Erasmo and
There
Manny
went
Perea all doing their spin on these traditional Mexican cuisines and dishes, and it's been an amazing thing to see in our city that you know arguably the best restaurants in Denver right now are regional Mexican restaurants,
I
which is
can't
very, very
argue.
cool. That's right. Well, Johnny owns like half of them, so
And I mean, total aside, I also adore Johnny Curiel and his restaurants. And but you guys have just done it all. And I think you, Tommy, with Michael and Molino Cheeto, you got it together in 2 seconds. Now, I mean, how you ever did that, I'll never know. And you have the little ladies making, I do believe they're ladies without
they are. They're
making,
famous on TikTok.
yeah, making tortillas all the time. Uh, your tacos are not just, eh, they're full of flavor and different sauces.
Yeah, it's been a great learning experience for myself and also for everyone on the team of operating on something on the scale we're making. Some days we're making 2,000 tortillas a day.
Oh, you're
Um,
kidding.
the and part of that part of that visual Molino room was important to us just because for us a great taco starts with a great tortilla.
Well, it does.
And that's the staple of Mexican and Latin cuisine for 3,000 years. So that's where we started, even though it's a lot of labor. It's like a 16-hour process just to like cook the corn.
Oh,
Um, but that's why we want to showcase it so people kind of like get that in the back of their heads, like, oh,
and
we're not just like your normal taco truck.
no. And I would say for people who have gluten problems, almost everything there must be gluten free because it's corn tortillas.
Yeah, the majority of our menu is gluten free, other than like some flour tortillas. But so Michael, his because of his background of where he's worked, obviously he knows regional Mexican cuisine very well, but he also has Asian influence, Indian influence. So actually, he uses tamari in a lot of his
which is
recipes, which is gluten free, but there are notes of like Asian and Indian cuisine in our food currently.
which is marvelous.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have three restaurants. Uh, the holidays are coming. I assume they're all closed Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, yes. Christmas Eve, Uncle and Hop Alley are closed, but Molino Cheetah will be open. And then New Year's Day, we'll all be closed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Even at Stanley?
Yeah, just talking to the other operators, I think there's only a couple people open on Christmas or
Oh,
on
good
New
for
Year's
you.
Day. And like most of the retailers are closed, so we decided to take a little break.
And tell me, I'm trying to get this all in before we're out of time,
Yep.
but do all your restaurants just do dinner?
Right now, yes. At Molino Chido, we're going to launch weekend lunch and brunch
Ooh,
soon. Hopefully, like in 4 to 6 weeks, once we get it all figured out. And then, but yeah, all the restaurants are just dinner.
okay, so Uncle is open every day but Sunday, as I recall.
Yep.
Okay, and two locations
Yep.
on C.
Hop Alley is the same. Also closed on Sundays, and then Molino Cheeto is closed on Mondays and open the rest of the week.
Okay, you're still closed on Mondays there. All right. And I guess they can find menus on web pages.
Yep. Or web pages, social media, and our takeout platforms. But they're all there. You can
Take
also,
out at all restaurants.
yes, we do take out all the restaurants. At Molino Cheeto, just because we're new, we haven't really launched it officially, but we're gonna do it, I think, next week. Um, we'll just do it like the in-house platforms. We won't do third-party delivery quite yet. It's just been after running restaurants for this many years, like I'm a little cautious of doing things too quickly. So we're trying to make sure our systems are in place so we give people the best experience.
All I say is just please keep doing everything just like you do it because I want everything to stay there. With the new one, of course, Molino Cheeto, but don't let anything go wrong with either Hop Alley or Uncle. They are Denver standbys and local restaurants, and we want everyone to please support all your local restaurants as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's what we need. And it's great. Please like and subscribe to the Gabb, GABB / Gabby Gourmet on YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Gabby Gourmet. This will be on all of them. I'm so thrilled you took the time to be with me for a minute, Tommy. I adore you.
Believe
Happy holidays.
it to you as well. I thank you for all you do for our industry. It's been
Uh, you know
you're
what?
you've been around longer than anybody probably, and
Yes,
you do a good job. So we're
that
thankful.
part's true.
Not in a bad way, but I don't know how you do it, and because I could
Uh,
not.
you know what? I do it because I adore all the chefs, all of you. You all get back to the community. You're wonderful human beings. You're local, you're caring, and you make my life too. So I have you all to thank. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. And to everybody, I'll be here. Hey, Merry Christmas. It'll be next Friday, and Christmas is over. Have a happy holiday, everybody. Stay safe. Eat some wonderful food and see you next week. Tommy, I adore you. Have a great week. Thank
Likewise,
you.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye.